Good morning. I'm joined by fitness guru Leanne Ellington. She's got all the ways to keep our New Year's resolution, and this time it's all about burning calories to burn fat, right?
Right. Well, there's approximately 3,500 calories in 1 pound of fat. So the way you can break it down is if you were to burn 500 calories per day over a 7-day period, that's approximately 1 pound of fat. So we're going to look at this week in terms of how you can take away 250 calories, how you can take away from your diet and then burn 250 calories through your workout, and we'll get to those next week so that you can equal that 500 calories a day.
All right, let's go. I got to hear these tips.
And they're easy things that we can just take out of our everyday life. That, one way to get rid of 250 calories would be a glass of wine and 2 lattes.
But who wants to give up a glass of wine?
But you know what? It's all about what's important to you. If you like the wine more than you like the weight loss, then there you go. Your priorities speak for themselves.
Okay, well, the lattes can go. All right.
Dressing on your lunchtime salad, or just switching out to a lighter version. The dressing, you could get 500, 400 calories in a serving of dressing very easily. So that's one way to tweak things. Use the natural foods that are in your salad instead of the dressings. 1 roll with butter on it, and then that glass of wine again. And then a 6 milliliter bottle of Coca-Cola. That's an easy one, just straight up sugar, calories, so that's an easy one to take out.
But what do you think of diet sodas?
It's one of those things where it just depends who you ask. It depends what your stance is on artificial sweeteners. I'm a girl that uses Splenda, and every once in a while I like a Diet Coke. I believe in everything in moderation. But if you ask somebody who's adamantly against natural sweeteners, they would tell you a completely different story. So in terms of fat loss, there hasn't been any research that's proven that it contributes to fat loss or anything like that. But it just depends on your stance on artificial sweeteners.
So the goal is 500 calories a day.
Right.
And that adds up to 1 pound of fat if you do it 7 days a week.
Right, exactly. And most people think of just to decrease their calories, but instead of looking at it that way, we tend to decrease our calories a little bit too much and put our body in that starvation mode, and then our body tends to store fat as opposed to burn it. So what we want to do is look at it from that 500 calories as being divided, in half. Half is going to be a deficit in your calorie intake, and half is going to be burning through exercise. And we'll talk about in the weeks to come how you can do that strategically through strength-based workouts and cardio intervals.
All right, Leanne Ellington, sounds good. Next week, we're going to burn the 250 calories.
Absolutely.
Sounds good. Thanks for joining us. And we're going to turn things over to Julie Broughton in weather.